this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from our spirit and all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey to unconditional love, back to love of yourself primarily, and back to love of the universe, and then with that all coming back to our twin and our divine love. And so I was invited to watch this film tonight. It was a screening of a film that is going to Cannes. And it is called Loving, and it is about the first interracial couple that changed the law in America. And they were called Mr. and Mrs. Loving. They actually got married in the state of DC because they were living in Virginia. And it is about how they fought against the law, basically, to get the law changed. Now, there is so many references to the healings that I've done for people. Firstly, there's the White House with the veranda that I see quite a bit. There is a field with yellow flowers, which I've seen just today. There is a couple that they're kneading bread in it, and I've seen that in healings. It's literally littered with messages. Now, the whole point of this film is it's about love. So this couple, regardless of their colour, regardless of anything, they fell in love and they wanted to get married. And so they changed the law. This was the first couple that changed the law in the States that meant that interracial couples can get married. Now, why this is so amazing is that firstly, my twin's name is in the credits, and also the background of my family history is that my great-grandmother and great-grandfather were an interracial couple. So my great-grandmother was Scottish and my great-grandfather was Chinese. He came over to Scotland to study when he was actually he worked for the Chinese railway. And my great-grandmother met him and they were ostracized by her family. So she actually went back to China to live with him in China. When the war came, he died. He was involved in the war, and my great-grandmother was evacuated back to the UK. And so it just goes to show that your kind of destiny is set, right? Because when I was watching this film, I was thinking about my great-grandparents that they were ostracized from the country that they lived in and by the family that they lived in because of their love for each other. And so this is what we're really doing, because as a twin flame, you're changing the way that people really view love, right? Because it's an unconditional love. And it breaks all boundaries and it changes the way you view a relationship, right? Because you love regardless of whether you're with that person or not, or whether anything. It's just an unconditional, uncontrollable love. And so what was also amazing about this, and it just shows how full circle we go, is that the director or the film production company is Colin Firth. Colin Firth is an actor who plays Mr. Darcy in the Bridget Jones films. And I was guided to watch the Bridget Jones's Baby film quite a while ago when I started this channel. And I was at the time amazed because there are so many references. And in the film, there is a scene which they shoot in Greenwich, which is where I go to work with the crystals. So for the crystal grid. So I was just so blown away. And when I finished watching the credits, first of all, it was just so emotional, this film, because actually they are the first couple to, they changed the law in the States because of it. And so it really does show that true love does win in the end. And the other thing, which I thought was really interesting, is that basically I had done a healing for a lady a while ago, and she had sent me a note back to say, I think you healed my view on marriage. What was really interesting about that is that I then reflected on my own journey, because I have never wanted to get married. I always wanted to be quite unconventional about how I lived my life, and it wasn't till I actually met my twin that I have ever thought of myself that I would want to get married, right? So that's what is so interesting, because actually when you're in these unconditional love relationships, you kind of do go full circle, because actually the freedom to love means that actually you want to do the traditional love, I guess. So it changed my perception of marriage as well, meeting my twin flame, because it made me think, yes, I do want to get married to this person. So I guess he also healed me in terms of my view about marriage. So I just thought, when I'm watching this film tonight, I just suddenly put all of those pieces together, and, you know, another piece in the jigsaw, basically. So the other thing that I wanted to say is that I have had some incredible feedback again from healings. So what happened today was that I saw people making a wish in the Font de Trevi fountain. And when the lady came back to me, she said, I can't believe that you saw that, because I actually did do that. I did make a wish in the Font de Trevi. So I Googled the Font de Trevi because I was kind of interested to see the history of it. The Font de Trevi is a fountain in Rome, and it's steeped in history, basically. And when I read the Wikipedia on it, again, it is littered with signs about the twin flame journey. So, and this dates back to, I think it was the 1600s. So it just shows you, right, that all of these incredible signs, messages that we are seeing steeped in history. The other thing about this is the Font de Trevi fountain looked very similar to in this film, there is a scene where they go to the federal court, or I can't remember the name of the court, but the building itself, above it, there is a statue above it, and it looked like the Font de Trevi. So I was like, oh my God, all of this goes full circle, because basically there are messages through popular media, through history, through, you know, the Botticelli paintings, through everything, that are basically guiding us back to this journey. So if you have any doubts at all, then don't, because that's another thing that I've been seeing. People in healings, people are doubting that it can last. People think that it won't last, and, you know, that they're worried about getting into their relationship because they think it's too good to be true and it won't last. And what I'm saying to you is the twin flame love is an everlasting love. It is eternal love. It is the basis of what true love is, right? So once you are in reunion with your twin, that's it, right? That is it. But you need to make sure that your energies are aligned, because once your energies are aligned, you are in perfect harmony with that person. Absolute perfect harmony. So that's why do not hurry the journey. Trust in your own divine timing, because you'll be brought together by the universe when it's right for you, right? Because you are here to change the way people view relationships, view love, and change the way people view their life, right? So I just thought there's, you know, we keep going around full circle, and this, I mean, just the fact that they're called Mr. and Mrs. Loving, and all of this is just truly, truly amazing. So listen, if you want to come to me for healing, then please do, because really it is so amazing being able to help all of you. The feedback that I get is just blowing me away, and I feel so honoured to be part of your journey. So if you want to join the Crystal Grid or come to me to healing, please do. I'm doing a January special offer. It's only £20. And to join the Crystal Grid, all details are in the link. All right, well, take care. And if you get a chance to watch this film when it comes out, then please do. And it's got my twin's name in the actual credits as well. So if there's ever a sign that you should watch that, then that is it. All right, take care and have a good one. Bye.